Pranam my dear friends, in today's episode of these daily Satwik vlogs, I would be talking about a very important thing in avoid this. Today's episode will be about intoxicants. Avoid this intoxicants like smoking, drinking, drugs and so many kinds of these intoxicants which we go through in our lives. Many people would like to convince us, many people and media and all these people, they would like to convince us that if we do not go with a particular kind of intoxicant in our lives, then our life is a useless thing and it's rubbish. But here is an example. I do not have any form of intoxicants, like in Hindi we say nasha. All these things which people call intoxicants, like people say smoking is an intoxicant, taking drugs is an intoxicant thing. It is something which people would say that if you are not cool if you don't do it. But I thought everybody is taking intoxicants. So how can you say that you are cool if you are taking intoxicants? If you are drinking, then you are cool. If you are smoking, then you are cool. If you are taking drugs, then you are cool. You are a fool, I think. Those people are fools who would say that, that taking intoxicants is being cool. I think not taking intoxicants, because everybody is taking intoxicants, most of the people. So if you are not taking any intoxicants, if you are not smoking, if you are not a chain smoker, if you are not a regular smoker, if you are not a drug addict, if you are not drinking a lot, then you are cool. But I would say in that matter I am cool. Well, I'm not cool, but then in this matter I am cool. And all Satwiks are cool actually, because I have many Satwiks with us whose family maybe they are having a lot of intoxicant things, even their fathers, brothers and so many people related to them, they all have intoxicants, intoxicant filled life many times. But these people who are Satwiks, because that is one of their vows, that when they be a Satwik, they leave intoxicants. But then you have to know which is an intoxicant. Like there are some things, there are some herbs which are called drugs. Maybe that is not intoxicant, but then that's a medical evil thing, that they are trying to restrict those drugs because those drugs would heal people. I'm not talking about those drugs, and if you are intoxicant to them, then no comments. You are intelligent. But in place of wasting, it's not about, I'm not talking about how much money you are wasting in your intoxicants, in smoking or in drinking or in drugs and all these things, how much money you are wasting in that. That's not my concern. But then when you are intoxicated, or when you think that if you are not smoking, when I was in the film school in India, I don't know about the whole world, but in India people say, especially in film schools and art places, people say, oh, if you are not intoxicated, then you are not being able to create, because all the creators, they would get intoxicated. But then I used to tell them that if I need intoxicants then to create, then actually I'm a handicapped person. I need a clutch to these mental hangover handicaps are like they are really handicaps. But people who are physically handicapped, they are not handicapped actually. That's the physical thing, you cannot do anything about it. So I used to tell my fellow film students that first thing is, there are two things. First thing is, I don't want to take my creation doesn't depend on a clutch. My creation is not handicapped, that it needs to be intoxicated to create. And the most importantly, I want to create in my senses, in my reality, in my being myself, not being something else in my intoxicated state. If you are really cool, then you can crush this habit of being intoxicated and then wasting your life. Actually, in place of being intoxicated by a smoke or by something liquid or by something which you put in your veins, or these drugs and things like that. In place of that, I would say you are a cool person if you are intoxicated by doing something good for people, doing something selflessly for humanity, creating something beautiful for not only for the sake of money, not for the sake of pampering the public, but pampering the soul. If you are intoxicated to that, if you are intoxicated to being nice to people, all people on earth, being nice to animals, being nice to all life forms, be nice to people who come in contact with you. Being intoxicated is really being cool, really a challenge. You are physically fine, so why to take a clutch? So I invite all of you to avoid this intoxicants in your life. Go for real things. Go for real things which human beings can do and be the best in it. Like you can be the best in doing something, creating something as a human being. The moment you know that you are a human being and you are separated, you are different than all other life forms. Appreciate that you are unique, you are special, you can do really great things for other human beings, other life forms. Welcome to be a Satwik. Pranam Bandhu.